Question is that the ball or the action of the defensive pass interference happened before the ball was tipped. New York Giants are not challenging the ruling on the field.
Okay,
first down Dallas.
They were questioning that, and I think from that replay you kind of see that that probably happened before the tip. Thanks for the clarification, Mike, as always.
Here we go.
Dexter Lawrence has just gone back to the locker room for the Giants. Here's Rush, gets it out to Dowdle on first down. And Rico Dowdle is going to pick up 5 on that play.
Good smart plays by Coach McCarthy, just feeding the ball out there, very low risk. Again, run it and high percentage pass plays. When you got a 2-score lead and your defense is playing well, that's how you want to call the game from here on out.
Mike McCarthy in his 5th year here in Dallas, and the 2 years that he hasn't won are the 2 years that Dak Prescott was out for the year. He's won 12 games every other year since. It'll be a 3rd down here, and for some reason he takes a lot of heat, but I know you think he's a good coach.
Oh, I think Coach McCarthy's a great coach. He's his 18th season as a head coach. He's a great leader of men, but not only is he a play caller, he's a developer of players, of talent, of quarterbacks. He's got a very consistent personality to him. He won at Green Bay. He's got a championship DNA. I think he's one of the better coaches in the NFL, absolutely.
To get the Cowboys to 5-7 if they could win today and try to bring this team back from the dead with Dak Prescott out for the year. Here's Rush, standing in, loaded up, going deep. Oh, it's caught! Jalen Tolbert, the adjustment and the big play. The deep ball from Cooper Rush hits an explosive play for 36.
Well, you run the short throws to ultimately run a double move. You stop your feet, you get flat in total panic mode, and it doesn't always take the greatest throw to complete it. It's a huge play. Again, another good play call. You got them on their heels.
Rush going to get it out to Dowdle. He's got a couple Giants to beat. He's not going to be able to do it. Let's go back to that adjustment on the play from Jalen Tolbert.
He's really emerged and done a good job. When Cooks wasn't available, he stepped up and made a lot of plays, and not quite I wouldn't consider that a back shoulder. That's a little underthrow, which is sometimes very hard for those defenders to gauge as well. And good job by Tolbert with that concentration and a big play. Good throw by Rush.
Cowboys looking to put the hammer down here, but the ball's down on the ground, and Rush picked it up and saves it, and the Cowboys will live to 3rd down.
Bad ball handling, but I'm not sure Zeke would even wanted that ball. Guys free in the hole. Again, I think just play it safe if you're the Giants to a degree. Downhill runs, protect the edges, high degree of percentage passes, but plays like this where there's gray area, you got to eliminate those. You got a 10-point lead. You're going against a team that's struggling offensively. Assure yourself the points here.
3rd and 11. Rush goes near side. It is incomplete. We get a flag. Tried to get it to Mingo that time, but it was Dory Jackson on the coverage.
Defense number 21. Ball's placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
Oh, you can see it looked early.
A little early, and they certainly have a lot of confidence in Mingo, don't they? They're going to him a lot today.
Yeah, they're trying to get him involved. There's no doubt about that. Only had 1 catch in the 2 games coming into today, and he's got a couple targets and no catches today.
Tried him on a few deep balls, tried him on the slant right there. Jackson was just playing inside leverage on him, and that's the time where I see inside leverage, and rather than run the slant, you run the slant and go and take an easy one. And again, for quarterbacks, that's the next stage of development. You look out there at corner, you go, okay, he's inside leverage, I don't want to throw that slant. Let me give him the sluggo and throw it to the back of the end zone. So
You know, Tom, Raheem Nunez-Roches just walked off. We told you Dexter Lawrence is in the locker room. Timon Fox has been out for a while. They're really losing linemen here. 1st and goal. Dowdle the back for Dallas. And they'll run it. Maybe test that interior line. Dowdle on his feet inside the 5. He goes.
Yeah, just pound the rock. You're going against a defensive line now that's very undermanned. They've lost some of their better players, so keep wearing on them. Inside runs, be physical. You don't need to throw it. You're on the 4-yard line. You got multiple downs, so again, this is all about toughness, moving the line of scrimmage. I'd expect another one to Dowdle.
Here we go.
Give it to him. Dowdle right up the gut and in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Good decision to run it. And again, the interior of this defense for the Giants has been a problem. So you get multiple bodies, 600 pounds with the right guard and right tackle, leaning on the 3 technique, and just pound it right through.
Rico Dowdle's first rushing touchdown of the year, and Dallas has put the hammer down here in this 3rd quarter. Away from their families here on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, and thanks for everyone for all they do. Hope you're enjoying this one at home. Cowboys have opened up a little lead here, taking advantage of Giants turnovers. Rico Dowdle, his first rushing touchdown of the year, and it's Dallas's biggest lead at 27-10 here in the 3rd quarter. All with Mike Pereira, Tom Rinaldi, Aaron Andrews. I'm Kevin Burkhardt, Tom Brady, my partner, and happy Thanksgiving. Wondering what course you're on at home right now. Are you just getting into the dinner? Is it dessert? Are you? You know, we're waiting to find that out. But let's find out about the Giants. They had an interesting week, didn't they, Tom Rinaldi?
Boy, that's an understatement, KB. We certainly heard the S word used by some huge names on this roster after that blowout Bucs loss. Malik Neighbors, Dexter Lawrence, both using the software. They walked those comments. When we talked to Brian Dable about it, he said he was direct with the team, showed them film study, and said to them, is that what you see? He told us, guys are busting their tails. I have no problem with lack of effort. There are things we need to do better, execute better, but the effort is there.
Well, the execution hasn't been good, and the S word you're talking about is soft. That was the word. Here's Locke. He's got a man wide open, and that's the first completion to his young tight end, Theo Johnson, who makes the catch. So how would you evaluate what you've seen, and especially when you hear guys calling their effort soft last week?
Well, effort and execution are two different things, and certainly when you're not playing well, you can look at both of those things. I wouldn't say the effort there on losing teams is always 100% all the time, but at the same time, I don't see that as the problem. They've had a lot of injuries, they're dealing with a lot of offensive line issues, the quarterbacks haven't protected the ball. Defensively, they haven't been able to get to their strength, which is rushing the passer. So much of the NFL is playing on your terms.
Underneath the Hyatt. And you just saw John Mara, the CEO, president of the Giants. And look, I think it's not just now, right? I mean, they've had 3 straight coaches who lasted 2 years before Dable arrived. And he won his first year. They won a playoff game. They upset the Vikings on the road. And maybe, like, everyone thought that the process of rebuilding it just happened like that. But in reality is they had a great year, and maybe they were ahead of their rebuilding time.
Sure. Well, there's a lot of things at place. And again, the Daniel Jones situation, when you decide to pay the quarterback that much money and he doesn't work out, that sets you back, like we've seen a lot of other clubs in the NFL. You overpay the wrong guys, and it sets your entire team back.
Yeah, and then you talk about decisions off that at the rebuild. Tracy staying on his feet. Good run there and a first. But it certainly makes it a lot more painful if you're a Giants fan watching that unfold somewhere else.
Oh, absolutely. Your heart's being ripped out every time you see Saquon have another incredible game. He's been obviously one of the best players in the league this year, and he's kind of transformed that Eagles team back into this NFC contender.
Here's Locke rolling out, looking for the roll. Makes another good move and a good run. Locke's still on his feet. Slides down at the 40. Drew Locke's 2 best plays today have been on the ground. That was a really nifty run, too, and another first down for the Giants.
You got Locke here in the pocket, and again, you got this Dallas Cowboy defensive line that is just ready to tee off. You lose this pass rush, see everyone pass the quarterback, and that's nowhere to be. That's the easiest thing for Locke to do. Now, Locke, when you're in the outfield, put that ball away. See when that ball's loose, that's like a shark smelling blood. They are going for that football when they see it away from your body.
Tracy again, stretch outside, and passes off Odigizua, and then kind of makes his way forward to pick up a few yards.
And I think if your quarterback in the NFL isn't a net positive, you're always going to be at a disadvantage in the NFL. When you look at Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, you know, with the exception of their record, has been playing spectacular football. So the quarterback impacts the game in a huge way. You touch it every snap. So when you're not getting good quarterback play and turnovers are a part of every game from that position, the team has very little chance of being successful.
Giants need it here. 2nd and 7. They're down 27-10. Final minute plus of the third. There's Locke, fires a bullet. Good one there, and Hyatt makes the catch, and he's got a first down. Maybe the best throw of the day by Locke. And think about this, Tom. The 2 longest plays of the day by the Giants are Drew Lock's runs.
Yeah, and I like when he gets the ball out of his hands quickly. He's got a nice arm. And again, being a little tighter in those coverages and those zones is going to force him to hold the ball a bit longer and then read the coverage out. So I like the man coverage aspect that the Cowboys are trying to do in order to get Locke to hold on the ball. They got to be a little tighter than that, because Locke has struggled today to make some of those decisions, certainly against zone coverage.
Yeah, play clock's winding down here. They got to hurry.
Timeout. Timeout.
Get it off. Locke, another quick throw in traffic. Somehow completes that for 5 yards.
Oh, man.
Not sure how, but Darius Slayton came up with it, and that may take us to the end of this third quarter. Looks like it will. Giants trying to get back in this game. Down 27-10, but on the move here behind Drew Lock here in Arlington on this Thanksgiving. Hope you're having a great one. We'll see you in the fourth quarter.
Bây giờ mình sẽ bây giờ xì xò rồi. Có cho bạn đánh đấy. Bây giờ xì xò lên. Không biết người dân soạn cái nhớ mình soạn. Bây giờ gì? Để không có cái giao nam đó. Và cái tin tư. Đề cảm ngay cái bài tự nhiên đó đâu mình phải sao
tao đang đi tác nghiệp đây, không thấy à? Tao đang đi tác nghiệp đây nè, tao đang đi tác nghiệp đây.